Guardian Home Inspection Form and Sewer Line Inspection for 18813 Cairo Avenue, Carson, California 90746. Property is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 986 square feet, built in 1953. The property faces east, so I'm at the rear cleanout. I normally just do the main at the front, but this time I decided to go in the back just to give you a better inspection. I'm going to push this camera. So this is the rear clean out. It's going to be dirty here a little bit. Let me clean out my camera head. Sorry about that. So I see the pipe, I think, slopes to the rear a little bit, and it collects water back here. So see that sewage there? So not supposed to drain properly, but I think because it's a slab, and they installed a clean out back here just to kind of so you can have access to it. And it's rear, so it should be fine. The property does have a clean out at the rear, at the front, and I will be able to see that clean out possibly. So right here you have some standing water. I don't know why it has a belly. See that? I'm not supposed to be underwater. So basically it's sloped down, and so that's, I'll try to locate that. That's probably by the laundry area. And so that was ABS. So now the pipe transitions to cast iron. And it does have some areas that is just kind of has some blockage there. Not blockage, but see that? Grease. So now I do recommend having a hydro jet and pushing that gunk. I'm going to try to flush the toilet here. So yeah, right now I do recommend having a hydro jet there just to clear that up. Be right back. Alright, so now I'm going to retract my camera. This is all the inside of your, underneath the house. So you see that it does have grime and grimace, age-related wear, rust. And so right now I do recommend having a hydro jet because it's not excessive, but it's there. And just so you can start fresh and have it clean. So it can,
medium to moderate.
Yeah, so it's moderate. See that? All that grime at the bottom of it? And then towards the end, you get more. See that? And that's usually because of the kitchen sink. You drop grease down there. So that, I think, see right there, all that stuff should go away. And with the hydrojetting, you could get that removed. And that way it doesn't dislodge and then create a blockage in the front. It's almost like plaque in an artery, causes a heart attack. Yeah. Sort of the same thing. They get dislodged and it'll just clog your artery.
Is there anything that we can put down there to help it?
All right, so that's that. All right, so now I'm going through a clean out look at the front of the property. Let's see if I can turn my camera in there.
Do you do this at your house a lot?
I did a couple times. So here's your main sewer line. Let me route my pipe. There you go. So this is clay pipe. So clay pipe is good pipe. The only issue with clay pipe is sometimes the joints get damaged. The clay pipe does last many years, 100 years, but the clay joints sometimes get damaged. See right here, they have a little bit of tree roots.
You know what? I had an old picture. There used to be a tree here.
Yeah,
I
saw that.
You don't see
Yeah,
it.
I saw it. Yeah, it's on the actually.
You think that's why they removed the tree?
Maybe. I saw it on the Redfin, right? See right here, there's a little joint offset, but the good thing is it's like it's offset on the top, not on the bottom. And I'm gonna have to turn the water on to get a better picture here.
So if I were to plant a tree around here, where do you recommend planting?
Yeah, away from the sewer line. But even then,
where
the
is
tree
the sewer
roots.
line? Like, is it straight across?
Yeah, straight that way.
To this guy?
Yeah,
Or
to the
is that
street.
you?
Yeah.
So
And then right here you have a little joint offset, a little separation. So I'll note it. I don't think it's too big of an issue, but I'll note it. See, sometimes you're asking me, can you see cracked pipe? See that? What's that?
See?
See it?
The black one?
Yeah, see that right there on the left?
Yeah.
See, you're asking me, can you see crack? Yeah. So that,
Is it a minor crack?
yeah,
Can
it's a
you
minor
tell?
crack because like that, it might be leaking, but it's going to be leaking underneath the house or underneath that soil.
Yeah.
So here's maybe it's I think it's a wipe, one of those wet wipes. That's why you shouldn't use wet wipes, because they don't disintegrate. And that's not good for your pipe. So there's that. So that Rainey was saying, let's look at that main city sewer connection, the city saddle.
What's that?
I don't know, let's see if it moves away. Sometimes, like I've seen, like almost like a little. No, that's not a growth.
Bubbles, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes like little growths grow. See, like right there, a little growth, and it's like I guess it's common. I don't know if it's roaches that create like mounds or something. See, there's some roaches.
Ew.
Yeah. So that one is like a growth. Like I don't know, they create mounds in there. See that? That's I don't think that's anything. Not like tree roots. But if you saw like tree roots, you would know. Like it doesn't take a brain scientist to know that there's issues. That's just extra. That's goodness there. Like just human.
But it's
So-
like looking better than the others.
Yeah, exactly. So see, I don't see any issues. And then roaches, it's natural for roaches to live in there. And you have P traps
That's
where the roaches can't get in because those P traps, you always have water in the P traps. So when it starts turning, that's when you know it's getting closer to the sewer connection.
Roaches love water too.
And then so this is a city saddle connection. So it looks good. I don't see any issues. This is the city right here. This is like everyone else's waste, and then this is yours. And then that's called the city saddle connection or the connection to the city. It looks like a saddle. That's why they call it. It's like an oval connection. I don't. My camera is 0 degree. It doesn't turn, so it looks good. So now what I'll do is I'll flush the toilet, and then just to see the water flow. All right, I flushed the toilet, and you should see a rush of water in a second. It'll move my camera. You'll see when it gets there. 50 feet out. There it is.
So what are you looking for here that doesn't get over flood?
Yeah, just making sure, you flush the toilet and it
Going
gives
down.
enough time to flow out, and it did. See that? So that's telling me it's flowing. It's not. There's no issues with it. And then now I'm just going to retract what I just did. So the main from the house structure to the city connection looks fine. There are a couple of joints that are offset, but that's very minimal. I don't think that's going to be an issue. One little crack that I saw, again, very minimal, just because, to repair that, you have to dig a hole there to do a spot repair. It'd be about $3,500 repair, and it's going to be a long run for a short slide. To fix that doesn't seem, unless you want to do it. And then those are the wet wipes you should flush. And then is that the crack? That lifter. Yeah, so like a hydrojet will clean this out, and like I said, if I do recommend hydrogen in the rear, so that hydrojet will clear all this out, and then but keep in mind they have to make sure they don't put the pressure so high, because that hydrojet shoots out water at a high pressure. It could break your pipe, so they know what they're doing.
How much is a hydrojet?
About $800.
Does the hydrojet look through before they do this?
So what they'll do is, they'll stick the camera in just to see what they're dealing with, and then here's that joint offset. Look at 18 feet out, so it's probably somewhere in the middle. But like I said, I don't think it's a real big issue, because if the joint was opposite, meaning that offset was at the bottom, it'll create a dam, and that's going to create your pipe to clog. So joint offsets happen when there's movement in the pipe and they kind of slope. So it is sloping a little bit, but like I said, if you wanted to repair that, you could just dig that up and do a spot repair for $3,500. So I'll note it. And a little bit of tree roots there.
Where?
Just kind of like right there up top, see them? The kind of hairs. And that's how they start, but good thing there's no tree now. So I don't think those tree roots are alive anymore. Could have been just residual. So I'll note that one, and then the hydrojet would get rid of that.
But if the tree is not like alive, don't the roots still grow in the bottom?
Yeah, they could, technically. Yeah, but they're not. That's very minimal. So I'm already recommending a hydrojet. So what they'll do is they'll stick the camera in to see what they're dealing with. They'll go in the rear, and then they will hydrojet, and then do the camera again to show you what they did. And it's going to look all clean. So I'm all done. So the house to the main looks okay.